my. Woo! Lord have mercy. Ooh, Jesus. 26 minutes on the downside of 3 o'clock. We're standing by, of course, for a special link. Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, God. Somebody. Just know you're not forgotten today. Elder Dave Dennis about his Men's Empowerment Conference 2024. Wow. Are you ready? All right, the man of God is ready. Oh my goodness. So hold on a little bit. Let me introduce him properly for you. I see that
Lord have mercy.
my company is ready. So let me hold on. Let me get my script together. My special guest is ready for us. He's an ordained elder and acting men's president of the Faith Temple Apostolic Assembly, located at 29 7th Street, Greenwich Town, Kingston, Jamaica, along with his bishop, Errol Blackwood, and the growing men's department of Faith Temple. He's the visionary behind the spiritually invigorating men's empowerment movement, which is hosted as a conference, or will be hosted as a conference in April or later on this month, and a fundraiser to be held in October. Lord of mercy, Mr. Blackwood put belly boss in the name of Jesus. Okay, it's in the name of the fundraiser event. Please, Purpose Family, at this time, help me to welcome Elder Dave Mark Dennis, who's going to tell us all about his upcoming Men's Empowerment Conference. God bless you, man of God. Welcome to you.
God bless you. God bless you. Thank you a lot. Thank you.
Thank you
Greetings to
so
you.
much for making it Called Out Gospel Radio. And after having tried to connect earlier this week, I'm thrilled that finally we can speak uninterrupted.
Finally, my sincere apologies.
That's fine. That's totally okay. All right. So how is Kingston? How is it? It's very hot down here. How is it up there?
Very hot. Kingston is very hot.
Have mercy.
Believe me.
Wow. Wonderful.
But
I'm saying wonderful.
God praise.
Listen, Kingston heat is not normal, so I can
Not
just
normal at all.
imagine. How's your day going
normal
so
at all.
far?
It's going a bit active, but going well. Normal Saturday for me.
Yes.
Time, family,
Uh-huh.
chores. Yeah.
Chores? Men do
yeah.
chores? Men do
Of course,
chores? Like what?
Huh?
Like what?
In the sense of, I carried my daughter to school this morning because she's
Yes.
doing Saturday classes. So I had to take her to school, get back with the little one, get her breakfast, and get some other things done in the
I
kitchen.
love that. Listen, and perfectly so, because you're the organizer for an upcoming men's empowerment session. I really am thrilled to hear that the men are trying to empower themselves.
Yeah.
What inspired you to organize this conference?
It was a year before COVID. I think it's about 2 years before COVID. I was praying, and it came into my spirit that we so many times saying, well, there is a problem, but why not be a solution to the problem?
Right.
And I called Bishop immediately and said to him, we need to have a men conference where we empower men to be better versions of themselves.
Wow.
And then it came to me, real men rising to the call. And so he was immediately on board, and that's where it all started.
Wow. Sounds great. And when you said that you were praying, I love that, because men being a man of prayer is really good. What do you hope participants will gain from attending?
Well, what we hope that the theme is breaking generational curse, starting anew.
I love that.
For too long, we have been under a notion of negativity, and as men, there's sometimes there are sometimes the fact that we don't communicate a lot, we keep things in, and
Yes.
so it comes out a lot of times in the wrong way. And so the aim is em- to empower men to be better versions of themselves and break the curses of, because a lot we can't change the past, we can change what has happened or we came into this world, but we can change how we exist, and we also can change, try to change the next generation, so break the curse from the next generation. So but too often we are from broken homes and broken marriages, and so many things have been broken as men,
Yes.
and there is no way, and then there's no healing. And so if there's no
Yes.
healing of the man, there will be no healing of the nation. And so it will continue to the next generation. And so there has to be a time where we come together and empower ourselves and say, how do we go forward from here? How do we make a change? How do we make a
Yes.
difference to the next generation of men, to be better fathers, to be better husbands, to be better businessmen, to be better versions of
Mm.
ourselves, and to elevate it
Wow.
for the next. And so that's the purpose of this conference. So many of us were born into homes that we were not asked to born into, and so many times, and there's nobody to train us. How do you be a father? How do you be
Yes.
an husband? How do you fill all of these roles? And that's the thing with men. There's
Yes.
so many departments that we have to fill in,
Yes.
and then there is no training ground.
Yes.
And then how can I pass on something that I did not get? So how can I
Wow.
change? How can I teach my son how to be a man when I was not trained?
My
What it
goodness.
is to be a man. And so we want to change that, and that's the aim of this conference.
Wonderful. And I'm telling you right now, I'm endorsing it 110%. Sponsors, come on down, everybody, because this has to be sustained. It can't be just what this, we have to have it every year or something.
Yeah,
I really love this.
yeah.
How,
Yeah. Go ahead.
how are you going to ensure that the conference fosters an inclusive environment where men from diverse backgrounds and experiences feel empowered to participate and share their experiences or perspectives?
Well, it's that's a very good question, because as you rightfully say, men from different background,
Yes.
um, and and so often, a lot of times, especially in the city, men uh, overlooked, and they come with different needs, different bring different things to the table, and a lot of times it's brokenness. And so
Wow.
the first, and so it is also about healing that brokenness, because if you have a
Mm.
woman, it's not healed, then it's going to foster. And so
Yes.
it's about healing that. But how do we continue it? One of the things that we try to do is, for last year we do put on a belly bus, where we try to make some money, where we put on an event where we try to make some money in order to foster, because the aim is to get it to the next level. We want it not just to be in Greenwich Town, but we want to get
Yes.
it into the gardens. We want to get it into Remo. We want to get it into Jungle. We want to get it in all of these
Wow.
communities. And that's
Wow.
the aim of it. But we want to get it right here. And so we are trying to get corporate on board, so we are
Yes.
able, because one of the things is that we also want to have a football match. There's not a
Oh,
competition in the
wow.
community, and all of those things. That's the dream. We also the aim also is to also have an homework center where boys can come in and get homeworks done. It's it's a,
Yes.
it's a big vision. It's a big
Wow.
vision. It's about, as I
I
said,
love
it's
it.
breaking the generational curse, where
Yes.
we're not just finding highlighting the problem, but highlighting the solution to the problem, finding solution to the problem. And that's what this conference about is about, finding solution to the problem. And so we'll have attorney at law Russell that will come in, and he will empower the men how we can own lands, and pass up something to pass down to the next generation because
Yes.
we can't, like I said, we can't change what happened before, but we can change what is going to happen. So,
Wow.
or is it that we can pass something on tangibly to our sons and to our daughters, and to
Yes.
break the curse of poverty and so many other things. And
Mm.
so we'll have that attorney to come in and he will speak to us about that, and then we will have another speaker that he will come and he will speak to us of how it is that we can earn money or we get into employment and to become better husbands. Because as I said, that a lot of
Hmm.
times we get into marriages and we get into these situations and we don't know how to navigate. We don't know what to bring
Oh,
to the
yes.
table, and to
Yes.
take care of our families. And as I said, a lot
Wow.
of times, especially in the city, there was no trainer in the house. There was nobody in the house
Mm-hmm.
that
Mm-hmm.
trained me what it is and what to do and what not to do. And so we find that a lot of mothers become single parent mothers because there was literally no one there in order to help and to and
Yes.
because a mother is a mother, and we have to
Yes.
get that. um, and a father is a father, and the roles are different. And
Yes.
so we'll have Dominic Mitchell that will come in and he will speak to us about that. How we prepare ourselves before we get into marriage and financially.
Yes.
And so we don't get into marriage and starting a family without having a proper foundation.
Yes.
And so those conversations I believe are very important to have as men, and also not just to have the conversation, but to have follow-ups to see how best
Yes.
we can follow up with these men that come to the conference, and to ensure that it's not just a talk, but it is activated. Um,
Wow. I love that.
in activated. So
I
yeah,
love
go ahead.
that. Listen, you'd have to, this needs to be island wide, you know. I love all these nuggets, powerful nuggets, homework center, mentorship. Woo, Lord have mercy. May God bless y'all. You mentioned the belly bus business. I mean, we're not going at it much, you know, because we want to have you back to explain more. But just for
Yeah,
clarity's sake, what's that? A food fair, like a food fest? What's
it's a
that?
food fest. It's like a food fest. So it's
Okay.
where we're as men we come together and we cook up a storm, and
Wow.
then we get corporate on board to support. So they will purchase, we do deliveries, and honestly, our first year was good.
Wow.
We had quite a few corporate personnel who came on board and supported us, and that's what we want. That's what we want. Because it can't just be the church; it has to be an inclusive
I love that. You know, there's
organization.
some men that believe they're not to cook. Listen, hello. Let me remind you the special guest that we have right here inside this Derville Oliver music show. Yours truly, Primrose Oliver. I'm just sitting in, right? We are speaking with no other person than Elder Dave Mark Dennis. We are live on radio. So, welcome to our listeners in Radio Land. And we also want to welcome our listeners on Facebook and YouTube. Please go over, like and subscribe, and comment because me I tell you say, my love what me I hear. Me not lie. I heard you mention some of the speakers. Are you completed with the lineup of speakers? I see a nice lineup of speakers here.
Yeah, well, honestly, there are quite a few other persons, but it's the time,
The time,
and
wow. Okay.
honestly, we are looking into how it is that we can spread it out. So
Yes.
for next year, we're looking to see how we can spread it out to have it on the Saturdays, so to have a stretch, because there's
Yes.
quite a few other persons who would love to come on board, and
Wow.
so that is the aim of it or to get all on hands on deck, as you would say here in Jamaica, and
Yes.
see how it is all of us can play a part in the development of our nation's young men. Because
Wow.
I believe you can change one life, then you will change. It will be a chain, it's continuing going on. And so that's the aim of it.
Wow, wow, wow. So all are invited. It's free, all including men, children, women, everybody. Family affair, right?
And family affair. We can't do that to a woman, so we need a woman on board. So we all
Say that aloud, my friend.
are
Say it aloud.
right. We can't do
I
that
love
to a
that.
woman.
Hello.
So always
Ditto. I
vital
love that.
that yes, a woman is a very
I have
important
this
part, a
interesting
very,
question
very
for you.
important part.
I
Go
love
ahead.
that. One quick one before we run. As we navigate
Yeah.
challenges like toxic masculinity, straight up,
Wow.
and mental health stigma among men, how does the conference address these issues and provide resources for men to support one another in their personal growth?
Wow. Wow. You know, it's a conversation that I was having one day this week. Toxic masculinity. It's a conversation I was having with another brother, and we were sharing the thoughts, and he was saying that the fact that as women would come together and they would encourage each other and they would empower each other, but as men we don't always have that forum. We take on everything and we try to fill in all the gaps, and we don't a lot of times let anyone in, and so it a lot of times it become toxic. And as I said, that the fact that we are men, a lot you find that for some, yes, you would have a father would help teach a son how to be a husband, but in a lot of single parent homes, you don't have that. And so if you don't have anyone to teach you what it is to do and don't, you're going to find that you're going to find yourself in toxic situations. Um, and a lot of times, or we express ourselves as violence, it violently. And so the fact that we keep it in and we battle that all up, it comes out in the wrong way. And so we become abusive to our wives or abusive to our children and abusive to our partners, which is wrong. And so that's the aim of this conference, to see how it is that we can communicate as men and express ourselves and feel not ashamed to talk about it, because we're told, as a man, if you cry, you're being girly, or if you express yourself in a particular way, you should not, and that's wrong. It is okay to be expressive as a man. It's okay to cry.
My
It's
God.
okay to talk about how you feel if you are being hurt. And we want to have that safe space that we feel comfortable in
Yes.
communicating, because a lot of times we don't, because we are told
Yes.
we should not, because it's not manly. And that's wrong. Because if we don't talk about it and we don't express ourselves, we're going to express ourselves in another way, which is not right. And so we have to get to that place where we are comfortable in our skin as man, where we're comfortable
Listen,
in being a man. And if I
Jesus.
cry, it does not make me less of a man. And if I tell somebody that I'm hurting, it does not make me less of a man. And that's where we want to go. That's what we want to develop. That it is okay to be expressive and to let persons in, and to advocate also for whatever you believe in, because that's what we need to do. We have to learn how to stand up for our families and to stand up for what is right and to stand up as a man. That's what God made us. We are kings and we are leaders. And so it is very important with a conference like this to empower men, and not, as I said, it's not just to have a conference, but it's to have the follow-ups. I think it was one time last year, after the conference last year, someone came over to me and said, Elder Dennis, you don't know what you did for us.
Wow.
And he's saying
Wow.
that, he's now taking his daughter to school and he's now being a better father, and he's ensuring that he's not going to the dance anymore, but he's staying in and he's doing the homework with them. And I'm like, yes, this is what we want to achieve.
Purr, purr,
This is,
purr, purr. I like it. I not lie. Listen,
yeah,
Elder,
man.
we start the conference right here, so right pan called out, Remember me tell you this is the
Yeah.
debut. 3:46, the time is gone away from us. Your final comment, because called out needs to be there. Everybody need to be there. When, where, how. 30 seconds.
So it's Men Conference 2024, Faith Temple of Apostle. the team is breaking generational Greenstone. I am inviting one and all to come on out and to worship with us. And I'm also asking all men from all across this country to come in and to let us be empowered to be better versions of ourselves. We can do it. We were called um, to be leaders, and God has laid this. This is our mandate to make, not just to talk about the change, but to be the change. God bless you. Thank
Lord,
you.
me like that. What kind of work you do, if you don't mind me asking?
So I do I do inventory management. Inventory management. I work at the pharmacy.
Oh, all right. So we're talking to Dr. Dave. Shout out some people before you go. Who you wanna greet before you go?
Oh, bless you. I want to just hail it to my family, to my wife, Sister Debbie Dennis, and children, Desania, Desanic, Bishop, everyone in Greenwich Town, everyone across this country, my friends. Blessings, blessings, blessings to all.
All
God bless you.
right, Elder Dave, you can send your favorite song and we'll ask Mr. Oliver if he could play that for the Purpose family. Thank you so much for joining us inside the Derville
Thank
Oliver
you.
Music Show
Thank
on
you.
this
Thank
fine,
you.
fine
Thank you.
Saturday. May I tell you, me empowered and I'm a female. Come on now. Breaking generational
Okay.
curses, starting anew. It nice, see?
Starting
Purpose family, give him
anew.
some love. I
Starting
like it.
anew.
God bless
Can
you,
I just say
sir.
quickly before you run? Can I say
What you
one
say,
thing before
sir?
you run? There is so many positive men that are around, and pri- I am privy to meeting so many positive persons that are men around, and we just need to highlight them because it is important that we do. We so many often highlight the negatives, but there's so many positive men that is around and that is in this country. Bless you.
Why? May I tell you? Mr. Blackwood, you have a fine candidate for the Men of Valor, Purpose, and Power right here on Called Out. We like inspiration in any way, shape, or form. Thanks again, man of God. And I'm telling
God
you,
bless
Break Every
you.
Chain is a song of choice that I put with this one because indeed, under God, the man will break every chain as they were called to do. Thanks again for being with us, Elder. God bless you. Mr. Blackwood,
God bless
thanks
you.
so
Thank
very
you.
much. Oh my
Most
God. Did I see Mr. Black?
welcome.
Bless your heart, Mr. Blackwood. I don't want to get in trouble with Mr. Oliver. Oh my goodness, the time is run away. Oh my goodness. So we're standing by for Mr. Oliver. Thanks again, Purpose family. God bless you.